Celebrating leadership. Welcome to the Finjan Show. I'm your host, Faris Alami. This episode's been brought to you by International Strategic Management, an entrepreneurial and small business development organization leading all around the world organization to support entrepreneurs and small businesses in their local community and focus on underserved, underrepresented, and minority groups' journeys, as well as Connecting Dots, a youth entrepreneurship program teaching youth on entrepreneurship, STEM, and global trade. Today, I want to discuss celebrating entrepreneurship and leadership, and focus really today on leadership. Many people have asked me, Faris, why are you always focused on so many leaders that are not visible? And the reason I say that to you is because many times as we take the time to celebrate Martin Luther King today in the US and many other parts of the world, it's really important to recognize that many leaders around them, as well as before them, got them to be where they are today. We recognize the names that we are taught through the schools or through the systems that's been structured to allow us to learn all about the past. As you dig deeper and you start doing some research, you will find that many other leaders before them created the pathway for the individuals that we're celebrating today to be able to be celebrated. This is not to take down any of their work. So as a matter of fact, it's the opposite. It's to celebrate their work. We need to recognize all the people before them that paved the way for them to be where they are today and for us to be where we are today. An example of that would be Mr. Weston, right? The right-hand person for Martin Luther King. And there are many others before them that got them to be where they are today, as well as all the people that got them there as well during those times. I mentioned that to you because a lot of times leaders think and work in a vacuum. And what I mean by that, they're really not seeing what else is going around them. They're focused on what they need to do to move forward with the ideas and the work that needs to be done. Occasionally, the world might look at it and give it some attention, but many times the world never looks at it and never gives it attention. But those circles of people that are being influenced are impacted for generations to come. As I encourage you to think about leadership and what your role is as a leader and what you need to do and be doing to continue your leadership activities in your community, please recognize that it might never be recognized by anyone else. And it's important to be doing it for you. Let's take a break and talk a little bit further about leadership and celebrating it. Welcome back. So as we continue to think about leadership and celebrating it, it's important to remember that many of the leaders that we're celebrating today, many before them got them to be here today, or at least created the pathway for them to be here today. In addition, these leaders were powerful with the words that they used and understanding leadership in a different way, maybe. In addition, in a way that allowed others to buy into that cause. I'm going to use specifically these few words that Martin Luther King chose that I believe made an impact on how people view him today and what we are where we are today. In addition to, of course, all the people before him creating the pathway, as well as during his time, from his right-hand person to the circles that he was around, from Malcolm X and everyone else around his circles. Some names that you might never recognize, like Mr. Weston. So what did he say? He said, I have a dream. And the reason I mentioned that, I have a dream, these 4 words, 4 letters, 4 whatever you want to call them, this sentence allowed everyone in the United States, white, black, immigrant, anything else, to really feel that they own that statement. I have a dream allowed every single person to feel like they own it. So as we celebrate ownership and leadership today, I want you to take the time to celebrate all the wonderful people that were around Martin Luther King. Of course, Martin Luther King himself and everyone else that supported him. From friends to family, to community leaders, to community activists that might have never made it to the pages of history, nor were never recognized beyond the smaller circles of people that they influenced and impact. I mentioned that to you because I want you to know that you are making an impact. You are making an influence. You might not recognize it today, but it'll be recognized by those who are around you. So until then, keep leading. And thanks for joining us. Celebrate leadership. I'm your host, Faris Alami, and this is the Finjan Show.